All right. I'm sitting here letting my fire burn down. I'm going to make I'm going to attempt blueberry ash cakes. And I've approached this in a way that it goes along with the idea that two is one, one is none. Now, this is kind of a bushcraft / survival tip or trick as far as mentality and approaching this stuff, and it goes with skills and tools. So cooking is a skill. Fire making is a skill. Carving wood is a skill. Feather sticks, bows, whatever, traps. It's all a skill. Now, you should always start at home in your backyard. You can make a fire, you can pitch tarps, you can do all that stuff in your backyard. But two is one, one is none. How's that apply to cooking? Well, if my ash cake fails, I brought tin foil and vegetable oil to make as a backup. I have enough here to make 2 cakes. Mix here. So if the ash cake doesn't turn out, if it's, it doesn't work, I should be able to improvise a frying pan and just fry myself up a pancake. Now, in this case, I have a third option. If I screw them both up, I have a Cliff Bar. Actually, I have 2, but I have Cliff Bar. So either way, I've set myself up for success. And that's the bottom line. I've set myself up for success. You train at home, you work on your fires, you work on your kits, you work on your skills in a controlled environment. The first time I ever went on an overnighter alone, well, I had my dog with me, but alone, I set myself up so that if I had to, I could leave. I was only a little ways away from my car. And I made it all the way through the night. I built my confidence up. But I had one way out, but I had a backup plan. So that's with cooking. Now, two is one, one is none. Like say in knives, that everyone loves, knives. But if I was out with only my Mora and something happened to it, I broke it, lost it, whatever, dropped it in the creek, and I couldn't find it. If I only had one cutting tool, you're banging rocks together and trying to make flint tools, and that is not, that's not a good thing to happen. That's a skill set onto its own. I flint knap myself, but that's going to mess you up. Carry a second knife. I have my Leatherman Wave with me all the time, and I even have a knife on my keychain. I have a little Gerber knife, and I have other knives in my kit. I've got my K-bar, I have my hat, my tomahawk, and you don't have to break the bank when it comes to this stuff. I buy my instant potatoes at Walmart. They're like $1.50 for, you boil 2 cups of water. Containers, Clean Canteen brand water bottle. It's a metal water bottle. It'll carry almost an ounce. So it carries almost as much as my canteen. And I can boil water in this. I could set this right in the fire, and if I only had this, and say something happened to my canteen cup here, but I have two vessels that I can boil water in. I can boil water in one to carry with me, and then I have another one that I could be cooking a broth or a soup or something in. Fire, I have my flint and steel kit here. In another video I shot just a few minutes ago where I made this fire, it took 2 pieces of char cloth to get my main tinder bundle going. And I say main tinder bundle. I had 3 tinder bundles when I walked in here. I had 1 in my fire kit, 1 in my tinder pouch, and then I grabbed another one on the way in, so I actually had 3. So if something were to happen to one tinder bundle, I've got another one, and then if I was having a really bad day, I have a lighter and wax jute twine and cotton balls that will burn for minutes, that I should be able to get something going. If I can't get a fire going with that, I don't need to be out here. So that's another thing. And again, you don't have to break the bank. All the clothes that I'm wearing my military pants, the shirt, the sweatpants I have underneath of it, even my hiking shoes were all bought secondhand. My wife found them, these hiking shoes. They were brand new, but someone bought them and they didn't like them or they didn't fit. They were size too big or something. She got them on a internet yard sale thing and scored me some good shoes. The pants and the sweatpants probably cost $5 together. This hoodie I snagged from a guy at work who left it when he got another job. And the old sweatshirt that I'm wearing underneath it was from a thrift store too, or I picked it up from my brother-in-law. I forget which. You know, you don't have to break the bank. I have an expensive tomahawk, but that was a splurge anniversary gift that my wife got for me. My old tomahawk was, sorry about that. My old tomahawk was a $30 cold steel. You know, so I had a heavy cutting tool, and then I have my K-bar and whatnot for lighter cutting tools, finer tasks. So, anyways, just keep that in mind. Set yourself up for success. Have a backup. And it doesn't have to be anything huge. You know, get 2 Mora knives, $30 for these. Or, you know, get a Mora knife and a cheap $5 folder or something like that. Or a multi-tool. And just put a good edge on it. Swiss Army knife. I use my Swiss Army knife every day. I have 2 in my pouch. They're different sizes and they have different tools on them. So, you know, you don't have to break the bank. You know, get a backup. Another good deal is an old hickory knife, and then like a little old hickory paring knife. So you have 2 cutting tools. But anyways, I've rambled on enough. I think you get my point. You know, just set yourself up for success. Shelter items too. I have a poncho and a 50-gallon drum liner. Together, they can make a really good improvised shelter. Alone, they can make a improvised shelter. Neither one's going to be that great, but together, I can really do something with them. So, anyways, you know, just keep that in mind when you're looking at this stuff.